Good morning, everybody. Good morning to a brand new year. 2024 is here upon us. It's January the 2nd right now, and trying to get a brand new week started. Of course, January 1st was on a Monday, so we didn't work, and the guys was all, I think, living up life pretty hard too. And with that being said, I don't know how much of a productive day that we're gonna have on the first work day back for the new year, because they partied pretty hard. Yeah, I didn't, but they did. And some exciting things should take place today though, because it's going to be Melinda's cousin Mock Mock. His name's Mark, but his nickname is Mock Mock. Okay, not Muck Muck, as I've seen some people put. No, not Mama. Mock Mock. Kind of just like take the R out of it and then repeat it twice, Mock Mock. And M-A-K, M-A-K. Anyway, that's his nickname to correct some of you that don't know how to spell it or understand it, or maybe my mumbled up Texas accent. So he's returning back to work, and he should be starting today, because they wrote and asked what day I wanted everyone to come back, and we're going to start today. I had wanted to cut a couple people loose that I really kind of struggle to have things for them to do, because they're not really a skilled labor. They're not what they call here in the Philippines a masoon. If I had to guess that masoon word, it sounds like a monsoon, masoon. If I had to guess what that is, I think it's just a play on the word of mason, a builder. Usually we're dealing more with stone laying and stuff. Usually you'll call a mason, but a person that's a skilled builder. And I think that the Filipinos just adopted it, calling it masoon. Just like the word gallon, like we use in the U.S., we measure in gallons instead of liters and all, quarts and gallons and pints. They call it here a galloon. Do you have a galloon jug? You'll be like, a galloon. It's a gallon. Or the word antique. To them it's Antique. So this is the Antique province down here on the other part of Panay, past Iloilo. You go out of the Iloilo province, you go over on this island to the Antique province. And a funny thing during the Christmas and New Year's season is Melinda's sister was going to make mango float, and they needed to go to the store and buy different ingredients for foods and stuff for the festive time. And so her and my brother-in-law Richard, they start going to these grocery stores buying stuff up and all. And she told Richard that she needs to buy a gray ham. Well, we eat ham for holidays and stuff, and he had never heard of a gray ham, but figured it's just something. He's not from this country. Must be a different kind of ham they have here or imported that he's never had in the U.S. before. So he's curious about this gray ham. And they go looking around. They can't find this gray ham. He goes over in the meat sections of these stores, and he's looking, and he's walking aisles. I don't find anything called a gray ham. And they continue on, and then they're at another store, and again she says that she needs to get gray ham. And he goes, what is a gray ham? And after they start having a little discussion back and forth, he realizes it's graham crackers for the mango float, a gray ham. So when we brought that topic up, another friend of mine's girlfriend, yeah, gray ham. Yeah, that's what they know it, gray ham. So there's a little funny things you can learn, They just read it and pronounce it totally different, sometimes just totally wrong, maybe without proper instruction. But hey, we pronounce things different down in Texas sometimes too, or we'll talk that we'll kind of mumble or mutter several words all combined together, and we've created one new word. So I get it. But it's just funny, and those things you're going to have to learn and adjust and tune your ears to. So back to what I was saying after I sidetracked with that story was I was going to let some of the guys loose that I don't really just need these hard laborers that have no skills. They're not a mason or mason, but I wanted Mop and I wanted Joel, and they need a helper sometimes. So I was definitely going to keep June on, because June is a good partner and helper with Mark, and so I wanted to keep him on, and I just didn't have a lot of need for just that old back-breaking grunt labor, which is really about all I can get out of Melinda's brothers. You know, they're great guys and all, but they're not really skilled. There's things they can do, don't get me wrong, there's things they can do, but they're not the skilled labor that does the fine detail work that I want here. But Joel is, without a doubt, man. That dude, don't ever discount him. He is pretty cool, and he's even come a long way since he's worked for me. He was already pretty darn smart, man. Don't discount Joel at all, man. That dude, he might live in a squatter compound or whatever they want to call informal settlement, and he may not have much in his life, but he's still pretty rich, because he's got a daughter, and he's got sons and a wife, and he's got grandkids, and he's got a great son-in-law, which is another one that's been helping me here recently, Francis. Francis is a pretty cool dude. But don't discount him like he don't know how to do anything because his financial status or where he lives, because that dude is loaded with some good skills, and I really appreciate Joel a lot. Mok has come along too to learn to do a lot of things and continue to learn more. And he's very polite, and you know, he's yes sir, no sir. He's likes to not be idle. He likes to be getting on a task and get it done. No dragging it out. No, I'm going to make this last for an extra week. Because there is a lot of those attitudes. He is just get on it and get it done. He's aggravated if it ain't getting done fast enough. That's the kind of people you want around right there, man. And very polite, always very polite. And he's very honest. If he disagrees you on something, he won't just say yes. You know, now you'll find that a lot here in the Philippines. They'll never say no. Even if it's totally wrong, they'll just say yes, yes. And but not Mop. If something that he feels it's not right or disagrees, he'll speak up and he'll say no sir, no sir, and he will speak his case. I freaking value that about him. I do. He's going through some changes in his life right now. He's never had a long-term relationship with anyone, and he's been seeing this one woman for a while now, and she already has one child, and he has now finally at this point in his life going to have a child, and she's several months pregnant right now. And so he was always just a single carefree Mop before, but now he's different. He's got responsibilities. Now, he's always took on responsibility of trying to help his family and help his father and all, but you know, now he's going to have personal responsibilities, and you know, and he's dealing with in a relationship, and her opinion and her thoughts and input on matters will come in that I hope that it's a positive thing and that it don't ever run into a negative thing and transform the good Mop we know. But I don't think there will be a problem. That's their personal business anyway, but sometimes it comes into work life too. So I'm curious to how these new changes in his life is going to continue to form him as a person and character. But that's just a little bit on his personal side. That's his personal business. And the girl seems very nice. We get along with her, and I'm proud for him. I'm proud for him. And there's, you know, there'll be a little mock. So normally we say we're going to get a big mock, Big Mac. Now we're going to get a little Mac. All right, well, they're going to be here soon, and I've been talking for a bit now, but it's the beginning of a new year. I'm excited for it. We've got some finish up projects that we want to do around here. We've been building a new fence along this side, and then it stops, see? And actually we put those short ones just temporary, maybe. And we're going to change out that old bamboo right there. It's rotten. We're going to be removing this other old bamboo. We're going to be tackling a project around that old boat right there and make it, instead of an eyesore, into the unique thing that we wanted there. We got a project going on over here. We're going to have some projects going on down the side over here. We've got solar panels that never got installed on the roof. We've got other little old things to finish up on. One guest room is almost done. Two are completely done. One has like just a few minute things, and it'll be done. We're going to tidy that up. We've got projects up here on top of where I built this cover here for my boat. Well, that material up there, that is that strong deck. That's that decking for pouring concrete over. We're going to have a project going on up there on that over the time coming up over the short while. And all of these things I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Well, I'm gonna get this day started. I just want to open up a video of a new year. I'm excited. It's a beautiful day, and we'll see how this day turns out. It's the first day after some days of going on of them partying, and I don't expect the first day to take off like a rocket. Well, I'll give you a little update. Nobody showed up for work. Yeah, nobody showed up. Not a message saying I'm not coming, anything. They're all hung over. That's just the way it is. They're all hung over, and I wasn't expecting much, and I was right, but I wasn't expecting zero. Wasn't expecting zero at all, because they actually reached out to Melinda yesterday to ask about work, and that they wanted to start work today. They wanted to start work. Of course, they've spent all their money during the holidays, so yeah, well, nobody came. So I guess the yak video and the updates of what's going on is about what you're gonna get, man. Yeah, guess that's gonna be it. So Mel and I were doing a little riding around outside of Iloilo, and they're putting a new highway through that's gonna connect the city around to Tigbawan and Gimbal and Miagao. And check this out. So we're back here on it right now. We've already passed a couple bridges and all they're building, and here's a bunch of construction going on all through here. We didn't get to video it, but we recently also went up to another region of the Iloilo region. Now, some people think that Iloilo is an island, but Iloilo is just a province area on an island, Panay Island, that has several different province areas like Capiz and Antique and different areas like that. So Ackland, and so I just want to kind of clear that up. But we went up another place. They're building a huge mega dam project the other day. Man, I don't know why we did not shoot video while we were there, but some big projects going on here as well. They're preparing, it looks like to build a pretty good sized bridge across right here. So lots of work going on. Lots and lots of work, and there's just projects happening everywhere.
Bridge. That is good. It is our first time to explore here.
Let's check this out a little bit more. What is this area here that they've already built this retaining wall down the sides?
Yes.
Just blocking the farmland. Is that all they're doing with it and building the road up? So that's some pretty major construction going on here. So I read that this is going to be like another circumventual road that's going to really hopefully relieve a lot of that big truck traffic off the road that's right there in front of our subdivision. That this will give a link bypassing that coastal road and really make traffic flow a lot better going out into those regions out there, like say us at Tigbawan, and then the next town of Gimbal, and then Miagao, and then heading on out further if you want to go like to San Joaquin or any of those places. But it's definitely happening. It's pretty cool to come back here and see it all.
So it means if they have a road over here, so it means there's gonna be a big changes here. So gonna be a goodbye farm.
Yeah, that is one thing. Now that this will be a highway, these farmlands, Melinda's got a good point right there. These farmlands, we've seen it again and again.
Yes, even there in our area, you know, it's farmland there. And turn into a lot of
businesses all along the road. This will all end up becoming businesses. It'll be a new area of growth. These people have these farms. They'll cash in on a one-time lump of money on sale of their property for somebody to build a business, and then the farm's gone forever.
No more back for the farm because
yeah.
Wow, interesting to know.
They've already got parts of this road partially completed, and in fact, back where part of it's done, they are already building brand new gas stations and all, aren't they, Mal?
Yes.
Yep, already got like new modern style gas stations and stuff coming up. But also, that area of the road has already got lined up with the little bamboo stores that are just everybody selling all kinds of junk and stuff. It happens so fast, man. I mean, like, it's pretty farmland right here, and then all of a sudden it's just full of businesses, but it's like businesses not built very well, like just really thrown up.
They just try their luck, then after that one, you know, no luck.
Yeah,
and they
man.
just abandon it.
Look at all the stones. You sure you don't want to load up the truck, Mal?
Can we get that brown
that big one up there? I saw that. My back was hurting just thinking about it. Wow. So it's kind of cool to come back here and see all this construction. It's like it's got positive and negatives both.
There's a nice stone there.
A really nice one, huh?
Red one.
Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. I'm not gonna wow back and go get it
because it's only 5 persons, 6 persons carry that.
We need to get the keys to one of these excavators to load it and watch my truck like this.
It's a major project, huh?
It is a major project.
Wow, I'm impressed that they build the side, you know, side to side.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they've built a like a barricade type wall along the sides of it.
The people, you know, the residents, they know the boundary of that.
Well, so you got a good point right there too, Mel. You're just full of good points. And by them building this wall on the side, it also chokes that access to the road. So, you know, there's not where they can just put a driveway in, put a driveway in, put a driveway in. So maybe they're really going to try to discourage having businesses all along this side. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That maybe they're going to really try to have it just open for fast traffic. And who knows, they might even build, you know, a wide sidewalks and like an esplanade along it. We've seen them do it at those other roads that were circumventual.
Yes, it's possibly because that's what anyway the changes that we saw it everywhere.
Yeah, so there's definitely a purpose for them building those high sidewalls up.
So what we gonna do here, motocross?
Yeah, we can motocross it. That's why we drive a 4x4, baby. Because when you marry a redneck, you're guaranteed your vehicles are gonna be 4x4 or or motorcycles or
It's
quads.
definitely 4x4. It's gonna be, it's non-stop. There's no road there, baby love.
Well, it's okay. We can go play on those little hills right here.
Maybe there's
So this is where they've worked up to so far right here. And this is where it ends. So this is where they've worked up to so far. We'll walk back here and we'll look at this sign. This opens this farmland up to become, possibly new subdivisions, which, just crowds in more people. The president was talking about really trying to increase the yield on these farmlands where they can grow more of their own food here in the Philippines. But at the same time, the subdivisions are taking away a lot of that really good farmland. And we're experiencing the same thing back home in the U.S. and all in different states, including my state of Texas. So this is where your taxes go. If y'all want to look this up and read about this project, you can usually find this information online. This is for the 6th Regional Office right here. It is the bypass road right there. R1 bypass road, Otan, Iloilo. So there you go, right there. There you go. But it's a real deal happening. And I wouldn't say that they're just in full force hard on it. This probably going to be done over several years. It's already been happening for a couple of years. When we went to where the dam project is, man, I tell you what, there was just rows of excavators just lined up, row and then another row, another row. They had all their signs in the front of each one what its status was. Like, this one's got this one broken, this one's ready to go, this one needs this maintenance done, this one's ready to go. They had water trucks, all kinds of equipment, big water trucks just lined up. They had where they've been doing shakers, and they're digging out a river and they're dividing the stones and the sand. They had just big, huge mountains of pure sand, of small gravel, next size gravel, sorting it by sizes, and then all that material goes into a big concrete mixer plant, the batch plant they got right there on spot, and they're pouring up that concrete for this massive dam. Now this dam project's been going on for a while. I'll include some images of it here on the screen, and it's getting close to its completion, and that is a major project. They went over budget. Of course, a lot of those projects always do. There's a lot of variables that can change things. And of course, we went through the whole world issue, which I'm sure really affected the budget on that, you know what I mean, the big C. We went through the big C. And so I'm sure that affected the budget on that mega dam project as well. What a project, man. So much big equipment. Man, it was just amazing to see it all. And I know I didn't record. It was one of those situations where Mel and I were just out roaming, and we just kept going further and further and further and taking back roads. And I had a feeling it was the road going to it, because the road was absolutely decimated. It was destroyed by heavy equipment. And man, when we got back in there and seen it, it was just jaw-dropping actually. What a big project.